The stage is set for the annual Cape Town Street Parade, formerly known as the Tweede Nuwejaar Minstrel Parade. Hundreds of people are lining the streets for a front row seat to one of Cape Town's most colourful spectacles. It's arguably one of the biggest events on Cape Town's festival calendar, dating back to the days of slavery at the Cape, when slaves were only given the 2nd of January off work. Over 100 years later, people from across the Cape Flats come out in their thousands to enjoy the festivities, with some camping out for days to ensure their spots along the route. 60 minstrel troops are participating in the event. For more on this, we crossed our reporter Vanessa Puna in Cape Town. Vanessa, good afternoon. Give us a sense of what's happening there now.
Yes, good afternoon to you, and I think we've arrived at the moment that Cape Townians as well as visitors to our shores what was called the Tweede Nuwejaar Minstrel Parade, and now dubbed the Cape Town Street Parade, is about to get underway in an hour or so. But I can't earlier, there are some families that have made a tradition of camping out along Darling Street, along Wales Street, some of them telling us that Boxing Day to secure a front row seat to one of the greatest spectaculars that the city has on its festive calendar. Just a bit behind me, I'm not quite sure if we can show you that there are quite a number of minstrel troops along what we know as Kaisergracht, getting ready for the start of this parade in just under an hour or so. But joining me to talk about this year's event is none other than the parade director, Munib Gambino. Munib, I know that you have been working flat out to ensure that all these visitors here have a spectacular event this second New Year.
Absolutely, Vanessa. Thank you for being here. It's been one massive effort by a big team of committed people who recognize the significance of this event, not only personally, but also for the broader community of Cape Town, particularly the people of the Cape Flats.
Now, I know we're expecting something like 60 troops, and I know that some troops go into their hundreds. It must be quite a logistical nightmare to get everybody to start on time, because you have guaranteed this event will start on time.
Absolutely, and the event will start on time. In fact, we've already started on time with the pre-entertainment. The event is kicking off at about 1:15 with the Woodstock Darlings, which is a troupe of significant people in community who will showcase what traditional minstrelsy is about. At 13:30 we kick off with the first troops, who's already lined up at Kaisergracht. So that is a big achievement for us, because traditionally or historically this event has been renowned for bad organization and starting late.
And also this year, very new, is the introduction of the reel dancers, also incorporating a very celebratory dance from the Khoi and San people. It's the first time, I think, that will take part of this carnival.
Absolutely, it's a first, and I think it's going to be a first time for most people who are lined up along the streets. Most certainly a first for me. I've seen it on television, but I'm very excited about it. They call the Tiervlei Trappers, and this particular group perform what is the oldest dance in the world. It was a courtship dance between a man and a woman amongst the San communities and the Khoi communities. And quite frankly, whilst I'm very excited to see the minstrels, I'm probably more excited to see the Tiervlei Trappers do their thing at the opening here today.
Thank you very much, Munib Gambino, director of the Cape Town Street Parade, assuring us that things will get underway very shortly. Also then looking forward to over 60 minstrel troops which will be participating, and as usual parading through the streets of Cape Town in a century-old tradition. We do know that it has its roots in slavery here at the Cape, when the 2nd of New Year was the only day slave masters gave the slaves off to celebrate. And of course, over 100 years or even longer, this tradition certainly one of the mainstays of the festival calendar here in Cape Town. So in a short while we can expect the first of those minstrel troops to start making their way down Darling Street, all the way along the route through the Boer Cup in the celebration of the annual Tweede Nuwejaar, or now dubbed Cape Town Street Parade. Back to you in studio.
Vanessa Puna coming to us live there from Cape Town. We will keep you updated as that story progresses.